Alrighty then. Let me just move that out of the way. Alrighty then. I have to mute myself here. Alright, so welcome guys to this live stream. It's Friday, it's the 3rd of June. My time it's 17:39 or 5:40 p.m. about so. I wanted to do a quick live stream. I just want to show you guys this thing right here, and I wanted to teach you a way how you could exploit these kind of situations. I'm gonna go briefly over the portfolio as well, just making my final evaluation for the week. I've had a great week. I was just telling up the trades before, and I took, this is from Monday the 30th to the 3rd of June, so the 30th of May to 3rd of June, and it's 10 trades. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 winners, 5 losers, right? 50% week. I am up 100 pips this week. So this guy right here, this and guys, feel free to comment in the chat box. I welcome you. If you're watching the recording of this, great. I'm just gonna show you guys how I went into the news here. So obviously this is the news event. Right here was the trade balance, average hourly earnings, non-farm, employment change, and unemployment rate, right? So the unemployment rate and the non-farms came out, as you can see here. Not good for the dollar and the euro. The euro just, I mean, there are no words when these types of candles come out. I mean, how big is this monster here? It's about 200 pips. So 200 pips here. I was involved in this one. I was buying here out of this cipher pattern here. I took targets. Where did I take targets? I took targets around this level right here, somewhere in here. So I went a little over the usual targets of the cipher pattern. Now I'm going to show you guys how and why I did so. It's not a strategy per se. I mean, I'm not telling you to use this, and you guys will show why I am involved in this trade. I mean, I know that I say all the time that I avoid trading the bigger news events, and that's true. But when the scenario presents itself that I am able to be involved, I am involved, right? So, and I'm gonna show you that right now. So, I posted this cipher pattern onto TradingView. So if you're not following me on TradingView, go ahead, tradingview.com, Forex viewers, give me a follow there. I post most of my trades there, if not almost all the pattern trades. I have to forget to not post them. So yeah, just a brief, if you have been online this week and watched the stream, I've been streaming on my laptop only, but now I am here in the countryside. I'm in the guest house at my parents' place. I have like a small office slash space in here. It's not an office. It's a table, and I have monitors and my computer, and I have the plug-in here, which enables me to have 2 monitors. So I'm watching the chat and everything, and I have another monitor. I'm gonna be chilling here for the next week or so. It's just super relaxing. If you caught my picture on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, I posted a picture this morning just of my dogs and how we live here at my parents. It's quite relaxing. I love the sea air here. Just a quick note on the euro dollar. Obviously, you can see here we are currently at structure, this structure point right here, this area right here, and as you can see, we are getting these pin bar candles here. So I mean, we are due for a pullback here. The RSI obviously is extremely overbought here. We like I said, we are due for a pullback, so I'm not going to be entering the trade right now. I mean, it's Friday, not much is going to happen until the close of market, but I mean, until here, even down here, is quite likely to happen on the euro. So we'll see on Sunday when the markets open how this thing will look. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be shorting. I'm pretty sure that I'll be shorting the euro on Sunday. But we'll wait and see what happens here on the euro. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how I was involved in this trade here. I got about 100 pips out of the market from this trade, and I'll show you how I did it. So there are some scenarios which has to be in place for me to be entering these bigger news events. Like I said before, I tend to let me just, where did I take? Yeah, it was around this area right here somewhere, a little bit higher. I held it for somewhere around here. So yeah, there has to be some scenario. Like in this case, I went long on the cipher, as you can see right here. I went long on the cipher. Now, this is the other thing. Where's the New Zealand dollar? The New Zealand dollar is highly correlated to the euro dollar, and I use this Oanda map here for seeking out correlation, right? So euro dollar right here, you can see New Zealand dollar. Where's the New Zealand dollar? New Zealand dollar, strong, high positive correlation, right? That means that the two pairs generally move alike. All right, so nope, this is the wrong. I'm gonna exit this one. So what we have here is two pairs highly in correlation, and I'm gonna show you guys how I did it if this thing starts to work. Okay, so this is me looking at the market right here. You can see the purple line right here. So if the news wasn't coming out, this is a great opportunity for a short, right? You see the structure here. Structure, 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 just structure all around, right? A high possibility of a pullback right here, right? So let me just, I'm going to show you where I shorted. I shorted this pair. I did it right here. Can you see the pin bar here? Right, so we have the pin bar here giving me an entry signal. We have the RSI extremely overbought here. We had the excellent structure level. So I shorted the New Zealand dollar. Now what happened was I shorted the pair and I did everything like I would do normally. I set the stops 1 ATR above the highs right there. If you can see the highs right here, boom, boom, boom. This is the ATR above the highs, right? I shot for targets right here, just as I would normally. I took targets somewhere around here. It's not the greatest risk to reward, but it's better than one to one. So I'm allowed. Now this is the thing. When the news comes out, I know that the news are coming out. I'm short the New Zealand dollar and I'm long the euro dollar, right? These pairs are highly in correlation, high in correlation, so most likely to move alike. As you can see right here, that is what happened. So when the news came out and the market shot up, I got stopped out of the New Zealand dollar, losing 32 pips, right? Stopping out of the New Zealand with the euro dollar going up as well, and shooting for targets better than 32 pips, right? We have to have better. And I'm watching the market when the news came out. So the candle shot up. Was about 10 minutes after the news came out that I decided to leave the market. Obviously the market went higher, but this is where I took my targets. As you can see here is the reason for me exiting the structure level right here. So when the market pushed above, I exited the trade, and it happened to be just above these highs right here. So I'm not hedging the pairs, and I'm not just gambling. I have two good reasons to go long and to go short. Both on the euro dollar, I used the cipher pattern, and on the New Zealand dollar, I used the structure, the RSI, and the pin bar. So I'm short and I'm long with two pairs that are high in correlation, and this is what happened. So I made about 100 pips just from this trade, which was pretty nice, leaving me I was about, I'm not really sure. Oops. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I may need to calculate this thing again. I am forgetting. Yeah, okay. I'm forgetting. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm not up 100 pips this week. I'm up about 200 pips this week. I forgot to on the calendar here at Ninja Trader. I forgot to put in Sunday and the Friday trade, so there were 3 trades more. So I'm up about 100 pips this week. I'm sorry, about 200 pips this week. I'm gonna show you the equity curve, which is looking something like this. I did a blog post earlier this week when we got new structure highs. We did that right here. Got the new structure high. We've been trading just sideways here for a few weeks. As you can see, got the new structure high right here. Traded a little lower, and then today you can see that we're up 713 pips for the year, and can you see that? Yeah, you can see the 708 pips. Is it 708? Let me see. Or did I write that in wrong? And I don't know if you can hear my famous dog in there or outside. 708 pips. 708 pips this year. So that's fantastic. And you can see, and guys, watch this. I have 62 winning trades. I have 70 losing trades. So I'm not even at 50% throughout the year. Probably at the end of the year, I'm gonna be a little over 50%, but I'm not too worried about that. Just take a look at the equity curve here, and this is done by risk to reward, right? Fantastic, fantastic. So, let's continue. This is how I approached this euro dollar trade, and like I said, it's not a strategy. It's not a trading strategy. I don't do this all the time. There has to be, like I said, there has to be entry reasons. So I am long the euro because of the cipher. I'm short the New Zealand dollar because of the reasons I talked about. So I'm essentially hedging myself, and thus creating this safety net. Right? So do you have any questions about that? If not, I'm just gonna keep going, walk through the portfolio. I'm gonna be relatively quick doing this since it's Friday and I'm not entering any more trades. I think I have like I said, this is the second time I take a look at the markets today. Obviously I did so this morning, then I went out for a run, then yeah, just been chilling in the garden here, sunbathing. It's the first real sunny day here. We don't get that a lot. So let's check out the pound dollar. This is gonna be these news events affected all the markets. So I mean, you can see here, boom, right into structure. Even though it's a news event and stuff like that, the news tend to respect structure as well. So not much on the pound dollar. We could short all the dollar pairs and probably take some profits off. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. We don't have any reason here for a short. Dollar yen, same thing. Boom, drop down. Jesus, the dollar is not that strong. But you can see right here, we're at structure. The RSI is extremely oversold, so we can go long here. Pound yen, let's see if that affected the pound yen. Yep, pound was affected as well. We had this little wedge pattern here which blew through it. So overall, it's the news affected the market in every pair. So even though we have pound yen, which isn't even the dollar, it's still affected. Euro yen, same thing. Not as much, not as much. We were talking about this level here. We were talking about this level here last time. Looking for a short right here. That happened, as you can see. Not a never got an entry reason. There's never a reason here for an entry, but unless if you're just trading based on the structure point right here, but other than that, not much. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a lot of people outside. My sister and her boyfriend is here, and my parents. Everyone's in the yard, chilling. See right here. Blew through my special level here. I was really a fan of this level, so I wasn't. Yeah, this is the. I'm sorry. This is the New Zealand. This is where I hatched. So, and you can see how the market is just stopping here. So shorting the dollar pairs or the when the dollar is the second pair, like New Zealand dollar, is the other that it's all so other than the dollar yen, which would be a long. A short on the dollar pairs is and the dollar cat as well, which would be a long here. You see how the news event is still respecting structure. This is a trade I drew on last session. talking about if the market would push a little higher here, giving us a nice risk to reward. That would be a nice opportunity. We never got there, but see what happened. Going long here, see the structure. I mean, it's don't get me wrong, it's not a these aren't optimal opportunities. I'm just saying that we are due for a pullback on these pairs since the news, yeah. So dollar CAD. Actually, here might be something. This. Nope. Don't quite make it. Not a bad pattern. Not a bad pattern. Nevertheless, a I mean, I would want this is definitely going to be on my radar on Sunday. I'm going to see how the market completes here at the close of the market tonight. If the market's going to give us a pin bar here, something that's telling us that it wants to pull back. It's just going to be a matter of risk to reward. I'm gonna have to see it when the market closes. If we can make this thing work risk to reward wise. I'm seeing some structure here which I think can ruin the risk to reward shooting for targets. I would have to shoot for targets down in here. So let's say if we finish up right here, the ATR is 14, 7, 20, 20, let's say 22, 22. Yeah, this could work. This could work right here. If the market pushes a little higher and then gives us kind of this pin bar looking candle, this could definitely work. Could definitely go for a short on the Aussie CAD. The RSI is getting it is extremely overbought, so that's nice as well. We are at the structure level. I can show you, we can check out the 4 just to see the structure a little better. You can see this bottom here, this red line. We can auto scale this. We have some structure right here. And this is, I probably drew this box on the daily here. You see the brown line here, obvious points of structure, boom, boom. We had this cluster, just all over the place. I was kind of hoping for a better way better level. Let me see on the daily. What do we have there? This is kind of all over the place here. Yeah, something right here. Yeah, we'll wait and see. It's not the best. What is this? This can't be outscaled. It's kind of hard to look at, right? Other than this previous structure right here, there's not a lot, but I was kind of hoping that there would be more. This brown level here is better. It's brown line or orange or whatever you wanna call it. That was my brother walking in on the stream. So we might get a opportunity here for a short, but if the market pushes through this brownish line right here, it's gonna be another chance for a short right here. But we'll wait and see what happens at the close. If there is and then sorry about that. The other dog was attacking the door. So this is what happens when you're on live TV, live stream. The dollar, the Aussie dollar. Obviously, we had the cipher here, which did not pan out. Same story with the Aussie. We're at this structure point. We could short this. Might be a shorting opportunity. So, like I said, the dollar pairs, most of them are due for a pullback. So that could be a possibility when the markets open on Sunday. I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see what happens if we get some opportunity. There are definitely some opportunities for a short.